Hello, today is Monday the 9th of October and it is a very exciting day because Steve and I just put an offer on a house. I'm not going to say too much about it. I don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, but we're going to be seeing the real estate agent tomorrow to discuss it and go over everything and negotiate the price and all of that. So yeah, very exciting. So I need to go to work in a few minutes. I went to the gym this morning, and what did I do? Did that at 6, and then I have just spent the time putting up my daily vlog and doing some Instagram stuff. It's really hard to write quotes for Instagram. I think I find myself like overthinking it and then not knowing if it makes any sense or if it makes total sense. So I've been doing that, and I was showing Steve Pinterest because he hasn't actually used Pinterest before, and I was like so excited for interior design stuff, and I was like, you should look on Pinterest. So yeah, today I was just gonna quickly, where's my foundation? Crap. Oh, I don't know where my foundation is. I found it. Sorry. But yeah, I fake tanned yesterday. If you can't tell, I'm sure you can. So yeah, I was going to talk a bit more about my closet organization, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to go into it just because of time. Also yesterday when I was cleaning, I found this in my drawer, I think it was actually, and so that was very exciting. So yeah, yesterday, if you haven't seen the video that I will have put up about cleaning up my wardrobe, make sure you have a look at that one, because I wanted to do like a real closet clean out, as in whenever I watch them on YouTube, everyone always makes it look like it's such a fun and easy process, but in reality I always find it's very frustrating. And whenever I'm cleaning my wardrobe, or I call it my cupboard, but anyway, whenever I'm cleaning it out, I always find that I'm like really excited to begin. I always make sure I'm in a mood to throw things out. Like some days, you know how you're just not in a mood to part with anything, like I don't bother even doing it on that day because I really want to make sure I'm in a mood to let go of things. So yeah, I made sure I was in the right mood, and then I was really excited when I started, and then very quickly that excitement wore off. So I've done my closet clean out a few times before. I'm not someone that owns heaps of stuff and never lets go of anything. I would say I'm very good at letting go of things that I'm not using. So it wasn't some absolutely mammoth task, but it was still a big task, especially because the recommendation I had was to actually go through, like take every single thing out of the cupboard, clean it. So I got the vacuum cleaner out and cleaned in it, and then put only the certain things back in. I find that it makes a huge difference doing it that way instead of picking out the things you don't like, because once everything's out, it becomes easier to let go of it, just because I don't know, just when you're like touching it and you're really forced to think about each and every item because you have to handle it. But if you just go through and pick out the things you're not wearing, which I still think, like, if that's too much to actually go through everything, then I'd still like at least go through and pick things out. But I find it's never as good, because when you're handling it, you're really forced. Well, you're not forced. You can actually still put it back in, but I find you end up thinking a lot more about whether you really want it. And once you put in the items that you really like first, it's kind of like, well, do I want this item that I don't really like to mess up my, like, to be in amongst all those things I really love? I don't know. I just find that, oh, the light's changing a bit. Yeah, I just find that that is a really good way to do it. My hair's shitting me. So yeah, the process was to ask whether it's serving me, for each item, whether I want it, and whether it's current or outdated. And I was saying yesterday, I also like to ask myself, like, if I was in a shop, would I buy this today? I also think about when I last used the item. What I did yesterday as well. So Brooke Castillo, I'm doing her self-coaching scholars, and this month we're doing Organizing Your Mind and Your Life, which is why I was cleaning it out. Oh my god, now where's my eye? Oh, here it is. And she talks a lot about being future focused. So often, for example, if we're thinking about cleaning out a cupboard, closet, wardrobe, whatever you want to call it, and your thoughts are like, oh, it's stressed, like I'm not going to be able to keep it clean, it's really stressful, all of that stuff, they're past focused thoughts, because to do that, to think about that, even though it feels like you're thinking about the future, it's like very focused on the past. But she's like, well, what do you want it to feel like in the future? Like, and you don't need to use your past experience as evidence. So I found when I was going through clothes and things, often we can be like, you know, I wear this all the time, or I used to wear this all the time. And I had a lot of my corporate work clothes. I just put them away in my bottom drawer when I quit my job. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get rid of them, but I didn't want to just keep wearing them. So I bought quite a few new items. Actually, probably not that many as far as most people would be concerned, but bought a few new things so that I could have something new to wear to my new job and just feel like it's different. And also the dress code's a bit different. I could definitely have kept wearing the same things, but I have the freedom to be more casual. So I'm going to take that. So, well, not more casual, but just like more, less like corporate. I'm going to try and do this. Oh. So what was I saying? So I put them away, and yesterday when I was going through things, instead of thinking about like how much I used to enjoy wearing things and all of that, instead I was really thinking about like, instead of like thinking about it in my past, I was like, do I want this to be part of my future? And for a lot of these clothes, like, I did enjoy wearing them, but I feel like I don't want them to be part of my future. I'm ready for new things, and yeah, I definitely got my wear out of them. I didn't have that many work clothes. This is very hard to do winged liner. Oh my god, this is going to be so stuffed. I'm going to have to fix this up. Anyway, I'll do that after because I really have to go. So yeah, I was thinking about, do I want it to be part of my future? And really just being real about whether I'd buy certain things again, how I feel when I'm wearing them, because I have a lot of clothes that are pretty and that I love the look of and the idea of, but whenever I wear them, if it's something I have to constantly fiddle with or readjust, or if it's material that is really uncomfortable, those things I just let go of. Like and I'm donating it all, but yeah, I just was like, no, this has been really shitty to wear. Like, there was a Zara top that crinkles as soon as you literally breathe, basically. And it's a beautiful white flowing top with beautiful sleeves. And it would be amazing if it was in a better fabric that didn't crease really easily. I'm talking like you put on a seatbelt and it's creased, and it's not the kind of crease that comes out easily. Like, it only will come out with an iron. It just really creases so horribly. So let go of that, and yeah. So I feel very good about it. My cupboard actually doesn't look too different because it was already fairly clean, and the main things that I got rid of were in the bottom drawer here, which I can't see on a daily basis unless I look in it, of course, and a couple of items from my cupboard, though at the moment it's hard to tell whether those things are just in the wash. Like, mentally I think it'll take a while to get used to what it normally looks like. And one of the big boxes I have at the top of my cupboard is now empty, but I can't see that, so the box is still there. So yeah, I think it's such a good process, especially if we're moving soon. Like, I really don't want to keep carrying things around with me that aren't serving me, but yeah, I am going to be doing, so this whole month is focused on that topic. And she had, like, most of the students in the program, I believe, are in their 40s and 50s. I'm definitely, I think, one of the younger people in it. So it's kind of, the month has been designed for people who have their own house, like, because one of the sections is cleaning the kitchen out, which, I mean, I'm not gonna do that to Steve's mum's kitchen because it's not my space to clean, but I am gonna be doing my desk, my car, and my toiletries and things like that I have in the bathroom, as well as my makeup. Basically, like, everything in this room. There's also a set of drawers in the room that Steve and I sleep in that Steve and I both have a bit of stuff in. And I was saying to Steve, like, I'm gonna go through it. Like, if I take everything out, will you have a look and see what you want and I can put it all back in? He's like, well, I want everything in it. It's like, well, that's okay. You can say everything and I'll just put everything back in. And he wasn't too pleased because he was like, it's like you're saying I'm, like, shit with organization. But I was like, we don't really know what's in there. Even if everything's useful at the moment, we can't even use it all because it's a bit of a mess. It's just like a few drawers where everything's just thrown in. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing that as well, and I think that's where it will end. But before I do that, I'm going to do all the stuff that's mine, but because that's in our space and we'll probably have to clean it out soon anyway, it's just always good to do it at a time you feel like it. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, please let me know if you're going to clean out your closet or do any organization with me. I'll let you know about my car, like all of that. I'll probably share that as well, what I do. The whole month it'll be asking those same questions about is it serving me, do I want it, and is it current or outdated. So yeah, I'm going to be going through everything. I also am going to be going back through the boxes in my cupboard that have photos and cards, because I didn't have time yesterday. I didn't make time because I had other stuff I wanted to do, like the blog post that went out, and yeah, and putting my 7-day challenge into a course, which I will link below. I have a 7-day challenge called Get Out of Your Own Way. If you want to apply the things that I talk about in these videos and on my blog, I highly recommend doing that. It's just like a step-by-step thing you can do. It's really cheap as well. So I will, because I wanted to make it at a price where a lot of you guys could easily afford it. So yeah, if you want to do that, make sure you check that out. I need to fix up my eyeliner situation and then run to work. Yeah, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.